Welcome to my channel. Welcome. This is Sisceley Banks, legal assistant. Welcome to Ask Sis Legal, the YouTube channel for legal support staff as well as HR persons for law firms and law offices. Okay, so it's summertime and you know what that means. Summer intern help. So I want to do this video. Sorry, I'm right by a window. I want to do this video because it's summer and there's a lot of outside help coming into the office. So this is kind of like a pep talk encouragement, for support staff, but gearing more towards the newbies, the legal interns, law clerks, okay? So it's summer and there's, depending on where you are, I really hope you found a good place to do your intern, that you're getting the experience that you need, okay? So here's some things that may help you. So you're in law school. This is a profession that you chose. I hope you like it. So if you don't, you want to get out now. I'm just saying. And okay, so you're at a law office, law firm, legal department, and you're helping out. I've mentioned before in some of my videos, you shouldn't be sitting there at your desk or wherever they have you in the office, waiting for work to come to you. They like it if you show initiative. They're not going to give you jack because they need to know from you that you want to work, that you're serious about your career in the legal profession, and you're already surrounded around other people that know what they're doing and can take those assignments. So you want to be confident. You want to speak clearly. And the competition is on, especially if you're in a sea of other interns. And one of the things I noticed too, that, don't shoot the messenger, but I'm noticing male interns being treated differently than female interns, okay? Male interns being taken to court, to witness motions, to witness hearings, to witness trials, while the female interns are stuck at the office doing paralegal work. We have paralegals in the office. They can do the research, okay, and the summarizing. But as an attorney, you're going to be doing that too. And it's not Hollywood. As I said before, some judges just don't give a rip and they will rip you apart publicly in front of everybody, especially if they're having a bad day. So the documents that you produce better be on point, stating all your facts and what relief you want for your client. You're either going to get it or you're not. And some judges are biased, as they're either leaning more towards the defense or towards the plaintiff. And there are some bad apples out there. So you need to know and learn how to hold your own when you're presenting your client and your argument to the judge. If you are in an office, you're working with an attorney as an intern, ask them if you can sit in on some depositions, on some facilitation might put you to sleep because that can last all day depending on where you're at. And some of those can go quick. But ask if you can sit in on a deposition. A lot of them are Zoom now. Not many are meeting in person thanks to COVID. So you can do that or sit in on a motion hearing or a trial proceeding. You ask, as the intern, you ask and see if that's something you can do. And ask again. Don't just, ask one time or twice. Just say, hey, I see you have this on your calendar. I'd like to go and see how things go. And if they say, okay, come on, you can either tag along or you can meet them at the courthouse, however y'all want to do it. But some offices are good about doing things like that. And some aren't. You're going to have to speak up for yourself and go get your work. I don't know how many times I have to say that. Go get your work. And as far as the work that you produce. If you've never done it before, you need a sample of that. You don't have time to sit and figure out. There are some attorneys that will haze the interns and put you on a rabbit chase when they know they have it and can give it to you, but they just want to see you squirm and fumble around trying to find it, trying to please them, knowing darn well they already know what they're looking for and they can help you, but they refuse to, just want to watch you squirm and look for it. Some other attorneys are jerks like that. I'm so sorry if that's the kind of person you're working with. But yeah, it's something you need to go and do. Go get your work. Be confident, and to keep in mind too, you're working with associates or senior level attorneys for the practice, pro bono, all that stuff. They were in your shoes once too. And some of them, to be honest, some of them still don't know nothing but won't admit it. But they know what it's like to be an intern. Okay. So there should be lunch meetings, like a lunch and ask. Hey, if you're in a large law firm, what about having all the interns do a lunch and learn session and a panel, order some pizza, some sub sandwiches, 6-inch, some salad, some cookies, coffee juice, and have everyone meet for an hour, hour and a half, and do like a panel and have them do like a Q&A, while they're having lunch. Do that maybe 2 times during the summer where everyone can gather and meet. How are things going? What have you noticed in your caseload? What have you noticed in the office? What have you noticed between the interaction between the attorney you're working with and the client? Do you like this area of law? Do you think you want to, continue as a lawyer? Do you feel like you're getting enough work? Kind of like a touch base thing. That would be good. You're in a good place if they do something like that for you. That means they care about their interns and they care about the education that they're providing hands on while you're there. So it's not a waste of time. And if you do really well, here's some good news. They may ask for you back after your internship. When I was new and out there looking for work, this one place I was interviewing with, he showed me an empty office that he had for one of the interns that worked for him. But they wanted him back. He took the bar and he didn't pass. So, do really well, knock it out the box. If you really like that place and they like you, you might have a job. And there are some people there that can help you prep for the bar. I was told if you're taking the bar exam, your study time, treat it like a work day. Some people feel like it's got to be midnight to midnight, up all day at it. No, treat it like a typical work day and give your brain and your mind, time to rest. Because if you burn yourself out, you're going to overstudy and you're not going to do well. So studying for the bar exam, treat it like a work day. And I got that from one associate that used to work at one of the firms I was at. And that's what she did. And she was really smart. This was the one that worked with that little redhead I was talking about. Yeah, that's how she did it. She passed the first time and she's good. She's great at what she does. So it's up to you. It's in your hands, legal interns. Make it the best experience that you can get. And you're not stuck. You can always intern elsewhere if it's not working out where you're at. Try to move quickly because it's just for the summer. And just learn, ask your questions, get over yourself. If you're not one to speak up or approach somebody, then you're going to have a hard time in the profession. And you're going to be looked over a lot. And you're going to be sitting in the office doing paralegal work. And you went and did all that schooling, paid all that money just to sit in the office, take a paralegal salary, and do paralegal work. What's really going on here? You ain't got to go that route. So think about it, regroup, and assert yourself while you're in your legal internship. And I hope you're enjoying yourself. So I'll see you at the next video. I hope this was helpful.